Hey everybody, Fox with FoxeoGames. I want you to ignore that recording has started in the upper right corner. I can't get rid of that when I record from the desktop, but this is Doom on the PC. We're going to get started. I'm going to show you the beginning part of the game, how it starts up, and talk a little bit about my first impressions of it. It is, after all, a Fox first scent. So, I can say that I'm very pleased to find that when you start the game, there's very little exposition, very little happens before you actually get right into the action, and that's the way it should be. I found that recently nearly all of your first-person shooters have these long, drawn-out narrative sections at the beginning, where you either have to sit through some unskippable cutscene where somebody's talking about something that's very boring, or, worst case scenario, your character has to slowly follow behind another character that's walking through some area and it's talking to you, and it's very boring, but thank goodness Doom doesn't do that. Doom pretty much gets started right away. There's a little bit of exposition at the start, then there's a tiny, very short cutscene right here. You'll see how short this is. It'll be over before you know it, and boom, you pick up a weapon and you get started. And like I said, that's exactly what first-person shooters should be. First thing I'd like to say in the Fox First Scent is I noticed that on my GTX 980 Ti with the latest drivers as of the release of Doom, the thing plays incredibly smooth. In fact, I have nearly all the settings set to either high or ultra. None of them are set at the unlockable nightmare setting that requires some special finagling. You have to start it with some special commands to do that. You can look up on the PC Gaming Wiki to figure that out. But at all settings at either high or ultra with AA, the anti-aliasing set to the maximum and all that good stuff, it plays very well, almost always a 100 plus frames per second, even during intense action. This right here I also appreciate. I like it when they try to give you exposition in a first-person shooter if they don't take control away from the character. Let me at least look around and move around. That way I feel like I have some control. I don't like it when they wrench control away from you and make you move or make you look in a certain direction. Basically, you get started, you have this little pistol here which has unlimited ammunition, and right away you grab your armor and you have this little flashback of something, or maybe a flash forward. Who knows? I don't want to spoil the story for you. But granted, there's not a lot of story to it, and that's what you would expect from a Doom game. I will say that one of the most disappointing things about the game is actually the title. I wish they could have named it something else. Now we're going to confuse it with the original Doom. So if you try to look for content related to the original Doom, it's going to get confused with this Doom, and because it's more recent and there's probably a lot more stuff popping up online about it right now, a Google or Bing or whatever search engine search for just Doom will probably link you or take you to this new one instead of the original one. So now you have that confusion going on. You have to type extra keywords to try to get to the original Doom instead of this new one. So I wish they'd called it, maybe, I don't know, Doom 2016 would be lame, but just call it Doom 4. Or how about Doom again? I don't know. I can't think of anything great off the top of my head, but watch this. I love this part. So Dr. Samuel Hayden is supposed to be talking to you, right? I'm like, oh great, now we have this talking voice. And he does exactly what I want him to do. He's like, forget that, we're not doing this talking voice thing. He just takes that monitor and shoves it aside and gets to the action. I like that. I appreciate that. They actually managed to give the player character a bit of a personality without the player character ever talking, the character in the game. So as far as I know, you don't know his name, doesn't matter. You don't know for 100% sure anything really about the character other than he's a space marine. That's all you need to know. Let me say this, it's a run and gun, mostly traditional style first-person shooter. You don't have regenerating health, you don't have regenerating shields, thank goodness. Instead, you pick up health packs and shield packs. You do have these glory kills right here, but thank goodness they're really fast, and they're actually pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that you don't take damage during them. I've never experienced taking damage during them, and you oftentimes get little bits of health if you do one of these glory kills. And there's quite a few of them too. You don't always do the same glory kill on the same enemy. There's at least a couple for each enemy, although one I think only has one. Overall, I have to say that I like the kind of amalgamation, the combination of the old school and the new. The old school is run and gun. There is no sprint button. You're always sprinting. There is a slow move button, like the shift key. You hold that and you move slowly. But who wants to do that? Just move fast all the time. You can jump, of course. That's something that wasn't originally present in the first Doom. You run really fast, which is awesome. You're moving fast. Circle strafing left and right is a thing, thank goodness. You do not reload. I like that, so you don't have to worry about reloading. You just keep shooting until your ammunition runs out. You keep all of the weapons you pick up. You don't have to choose between 2 or 3. Every single time you find a weapon, you simply add it to your arsenal until you have 5, 6, 7 or more weapons, which is really awesome as well. There's a chainsaw in the game, and you'll see that that has some special bonuses that come with it, although it's extremely limited in how often you can use it. And the ammunition for that is rare as well with the fuel. But they add some new things to it. So what do we have that's new? Well, we have upgrades, modifications to your suit, modifications to the weapons, weapon mods, and all that. And surprisingly, they add quite a bit of variety. Like, for example, this shotgun right here, you can have a weapon mod that gives you a 3-fire burst mode, which is pretty cool. Or you can go with sort of a like grenade launcher, missile launcher mode where it launches an explosive projectile. And you can switch between them by hitting the R button. So I found myself constantly just hitting R out of habit because I'm playing a first-person shooter, thinking, okay, once I shoot an enemy and the enemy's dead and there's nothing immediately in the vicinity, I hit R thinking reload, right? Always keep your gun topped off. But no. R switches your weapon modification. You don't reload in the game, so I had to force myself to stop doing that. It was a habit. You can melee enemies. That's always available, kind of like it is in a game like Halo or whatnot. But you do not have a dedicated melee attack. You don't have a dedicated, punch or kick or anything like that you can actually select like it's a weapon, like you did in the original Doom. And thank goodness you don't, because I don't think this game would work out as well if you had to sometimes fall back on just your fists if you ran out of ammunition. Instead, your basic pistol has an unlimited supply of ammunition. So I think that's good, because the pistol's not very strong. You can mod it, you can beef it up, but I like the fact that it's got infinite ammunition, so you never have to just fall back on punching things, because trust me, that wasn't really that fun to begin with, unless you have like a really cool like punching gauntlet or something like that. There are power-ups you can get in the game, like berserk modes, invulnerability, quadruple damage, and things of that sort. There are plenty of collectibles to find and collect. There are special items that power you up, that some of them you'll naturally find them, you can't avoid them, and others are quite well hidden. So there's a lot of exploration to do. You can map the areas and discover a little like base where you can basically download the map, almost a sort of a Metroid style. So there are some new elements here, and there are some old elements here. I don't want to get too far into it. It's just a Fox First Scent after all. My review is on the way as of the upload of this video. I've already got the script completed, and I'm probably working on the editing as you are watching this, if you're watching it at about the time it comes out. So I am Fox with FoxeoGames. What do you think of Doom so far? And look forward to my review. It should be out real soon, and I will see you guys next time.